Named into a coalition government following the 2007 post-election violence peace deal, Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta now tighten the grip to capturing Kenya's presidency. Born on January 1945 in Nyanza province to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, a former Kenyan vice president, Raila Amolo Odinga is one of the 8 candidates eyeing the seat on a coalition for reforms and democratic ticket. The 68-year-old former communist turned powerful businessman has joined hands with longtime friend, Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka. And though many are predicting a second runoff after the March 4th vote, Odinga is confident of a first-round triumph.
Leadership is not found in age.
Odinga is described as a powerful negotiator, having led a relentless and colorful campaign last time round, but was piped by President Mwai Kibaki in a controversial vote tallying process that sparked protests. Odinga, who holds a master's degree in mechanical engineering from Medba College of Advanced Technology in German, comes from the Luo people of Western Kenya. The code flag bearer has gone through ups and downs in his political life, having been charged with treason by Daniel Arap Moi regime on allegations of financing a coup in 1982 and imprisoned for 6 years without trial. An agitator for multi-party democracy, Odinga was again arrested shortly after his release in 1988 for his involvement with the Kenya Revolutionary Movement, a group that was pushing for multi-party democracy in Kenya. Just as they are neck to neck in the race, Uhuru Kenyatta is another influential, hugely wealthy and son of Kenya's founding president, Jomo Kenyatta. Born in October 1961, the 51-year-old Deputy Prime Minister to Raila Odinga and candidate for the Jubilee Alliance faces trials immediately after elections for crimes against humanity at the International Criminal Court in The Hague. Hailing from the Kikuyu people of central Kenya, Kenyatta, who holds a degree in politics and economics from the American College, Amherst, is preaching the gospel of a united Kenya to build a better Kenya. But after being cited as key suspect in the 2007 post-election violence, Kenyatta stepped down pending hearing of this case. Kenyatta's running mate in the Jubilee Coalition Party is former ARC rival William Ruto, who also faces trial at the ICC for violence following the 2007 election. Leader of the United Democratic Forum, Musalia Mudavadi, is famous in Kenya for being a political chameleon. The Kenya's Deputy Prime Minister is a former running mate of Odinga in 2007 polls. And this time round, the political chameleon briefly joined Kenyatta's party, hoping to lead it, but later split to run alone after his bid failed. The 52-year-old, who comes from Western Kenya's Luhya tribe, is a former teacher who is advocating for free education to all Kenyans. But youngest of all is Peter Kenneth, at just 47, whose mixed ethnicity presents a tribeless candidate and has little time for negative ethnicity. Kenneth boasts of a vast experience in the finance sector, and his coalition brings together his Kenyan National Congress Party and the Party of Action. A lawyer by profession, Peter Kenneth is against government's excessive expenditure and working towards improving the living conditions of the youth, thus appointing Ronnie Osumba, a 31-year-old, as his running mate. Martha Karua, a lawyer by profession, former Justice Minister and once a staunch supporter of President Mwai Kibaki, is the only female candidate in the race of 8. The 55-year-old Kikuyu was brought up in a humble rural area of central Kenya and shocked Kenya when she was appointed magistrate at the age of 24 before becoming Member of Parliament a decade later. Karua is running under the National Rainbow Coalition with Augustine Lotodo, a former East African Legislative Assembly member, holds a degree in law from the University of Nairobi. She's on record during her campaign to fighting the high maternal mortality rate by providing free universal access to health care. James Ole Kiapi is the other candidate, an academician and forestry expert who has taught at both Kenyan and international universities. The 51-year-old former senior civil servant heads the Restore and Build Kenya party, with former teacher Winnie Kaburu as his running mate. Former parliamentarian Paul Kibugi Muite is the head of the Safina party, who is majorly concerned with the unemployment rate, corruption and poor working conditions in Kenya. Having been in the political circles For over decades, the human rights lawyer was a key figure in ending one-party system in Kenya in the 1990s. Finally, Mohamed Abubakar Dida winds up our profiles list. Dida, also a teacher by profession with his running mate Odongo Onono, are under the Alliance for Change ticket, but he's more like Uganda's Olaro Tunu.
If you want to be saved from corrupt leaders, you adopt preventive medicine. Principle number 1, eat when you feel the pangs of hunger. Number 2, when you feel the pangs of hunger, don't fill your belly with food. You eat every githeri and then there is no space for water.
Dida, a newcomer to the political scene, has vowed to be a president who focuses on the poor. Now all eyes are on Kenya, and on the 4th of March, it's when among these presidential candidates, the Kenyans will be able to decide who becomes their next leader. Shamim Bataliwo, WBS News, Kampala.